What is going on, all my Mesut Ozil lovers and my fellow Arsenal fans? This is Arsenal Nation. I am Poet, the show where we give you everything Arsenal, and obviously I need some assistance. I don't know everything, but I know one man that does. He works for ArsenalFanTV. He is my guy. Give a round of applause for the one they call Robbie! Oh, what a gorgeous smile. Also, we've got a man, don't abbreviate his name, because his mum will be upset, and so will I now. It is Daniel from Goonersphere. Big round of applause! Please smile. OK, starting off. Look, the Premier League is over, but I tell you what, there's been so much international football this summer. Well excited me. Euros, Copa America, Jamaica are out, England are out. Doesn't matter, we're still smiling. The question is, what player do you feel should be wearing a red and white jersey? Who's tickled your fancy? Daniel, who's tickling you, son?
I quite like the look of Alvaro Morata. I know it's a bit complicated with the whole Real Madrid buying him back situation, but I think we need a new striker. Giroud has been fantastic for us, but we all say if he was just that little bit quicker, imagine what he could do with Mesut Ozil. Well, Morata's that man. He can do everything Giroud can do. He's rapid, quick, he's young, he's got a high ceiling. Don't see why not.
Is that a priority? I mean, we've got goals up front. What about at the back? Some stability, the foundation. The first thing you learn when you're at school. Foundation, intermediate, then higher. So foundation, let's start with that. What do you reckon? Do we need some defenders?
There's a few Iceland defenders look pretty tasty against England.
Buy one, get one free, mate, I tell you.
But you know what? I think midfielder, I'm looking at N'Golo Kante. The guy, for me, he's like a short version of Vieira, stroke Makelele. He would be absolutely perfect for Arsenal. I think he'd be available if Arsenal went in there and, you know, sort of, you know, put it on the table for Leicester. And for me, he's been brilliant in the tournament and he's been brilliant for Leicester. We've seen it. And him sitting in front of our back four, allowing Ozil and those guys to play in front of him, he'd be amazing. N'Golo Kante, I would love us to go out and get him. He'd be brilliant. That's
the big names. All right, let's move all the big names aside. We know Arsene Wenger. He's a man that can scour the market and find them really unknown players and quality individuals like Nicolas Anelka, the Vieiras in the past. I want you lot to be Arsene Wenger for the next 2 minutes. What player have you seen that's got immense potential but not a big name?
You know what? Ricardo Rodriguez at Switzerland, he looked decent to me. Can take set pieces, also very dynamic up and down the left-hand side of defence. I really liked him. We've been linked with him as well. And, you know, his price would be fairly decent. I think he plays for Wolfsburg at the moment. Ricardo Rodriguez, definitely for me. I like the look of what I saw there. Swiss teammate of Granit Xhaka as well. Good friends of his. Why not? We could go in for him
as well. I think we've got to look at him.
I'm not sure about him. It's a bit dodgy, but...
Mate, he's back in one. He's looking like David Seaman at 39, mate. How about Daniel? Who do you reckon we could just bring in, bit unknown, and be one of them surprise packages like Kante was last season for Leicester City?
So my surprise package before the Euro started was Dragovic, but I was banging that drum about what a great defender he was going to be, and he's had a mare. So if we're looking at who's had a good tournament, maybe not the most well-known name, it's got to be Fabian Schär. Burst on the scene as a right-back, Basel, but he's smashing it up as a central defender at the moment.
All right, you've heard what we have to say at Arsenal Nation. The question is, what do you have to say at home? Leave comments and let us know any player that you think to yourself, you know what, I could see him in an Arsenal jersey, he looked pretty good. As we move on and find out what we think about our Arsenal players on international duty. Is it good? Is it good for them to be playing international football and experience success with their home nation before, you know, then coming back to Arsenal and bringing all that love that they had for Chile or Wales and then bringing it into Arsenal? Or is it bad? Are we neglecting the needs and necessities of these players in terms of, do they need a rest? Daniel, do they need a rest? All this football? Where's the part where you sit down and you just appreciate life and think about your mum and stuff?
Well, do you know what, Poet? I mean, international football, everybody loves it. There's nothing bigger, you know, than the Euros in Europe, Copa America in South America and the rest of it, and the World Cup for everyone. But I just don't think it's that good for Arsenal. I mean, when has an Arsenal player ever come back from international duty having been successful or not? And it have been good for us. I mean, look at Alexis's ankle at the moment. That's probably going to go down, but he's going to need rest. When the guys came back from the 2014 World Cup, it just ruined them. They came back late, they were tired, they were a bit heady from all that success, and it just took them a while to get back into the groove of it. And don't even get me started on what the Spanish guys did to Cesc Fabregas in 2010.
Ooh, that's a good point there. But then, Robbie, could we argue that Mr. Mesut Ozil, when he comes back from Germany after winning the World Cup, he was right in the mood for Arsenal, led us to that second successive FA Cup, was amazing in the final. Don't you feel that it has an impact on the squad and a bit more belief?
Listen, it's all about a winning mentality. It's all about being successful in what you do. Right now, Aaron Ramsey, for instance, at Wales, he's going to come back to Arsenal on cloud nine. He's proving that he's one of the best midfielders in Europe on the biggest stage. So when he comes back to Arsenal, he's got nothing to fear in the Premier League. He's got nothing to fear in Europe. So it can only be good. Alexis Sanchez, winning the Golden Ball. Do we know that we've got one of the best players in the world and it's official? And he can come back and we know that. He can play on that. Listen, for me, it's superb that our players are doing well on international duty, and it only breeds confidence, it only breeds success, and I just want more of it.
Theo Walcott's best ever season for us was when he missed out on going to the Euros. Mesut Ozil's best ever season for us, the one just gone, came after no international football. Look all the times we used to lose guys to the African Cup of Nations in the middle of the season. Yeah, they might win something, but they come back and they're tired.
Tired of these people being tired.
We're all tired, Robbie.
Yeah,
The players are tired, you're tired.
Everyone's
I'm
knackered all of a sudden. Why is everyone knackered? Listen, if the preparation is right, they will be right for the season. Every top team, when we play Liverpool, they would have had players on international duty like Origi and people like that. Listen, I want my players to be on international duty and be successful so that when they come back to their club, they've got that winning mentality and they can then bring that to Arsenal. That, for me, is the perfect scenario.
You've heard what we think here at the studio, myself, Robbie and Daniel. Do you agree with Daniel? Do you believe that rest is essential and that these are what the boys need, a bit of rest before going into the Premier League? Or do you agree with Robbie? Let's get a bit of international success down our throats and then go straight into the Premier League and approach it like winners. Leave comments and let us know below. As we now move on to In Case You Missed It. Hopefully everyone saw France versus Switzerland and a moment that I like to call Bay goals. Not bagels, because I am feeling a little bit hungry, but Bay goals. When Giroud met Xhaka. Hopefully them two have a great relationship in the Premier League and we win it next season. All right, as you know, pre-season is getting underway and these players are coming back. One man that takes pre-season very, very serious is, check him out, it is Pires. This is the way in which he prepares for deflections. So, it's deflects off the defender. Pires saved it. It's because he's using bottles, mate. Another man that's got unique methods in training is Mr. Joel Campbell. You're probably thinking to himself, why is he dribbling and so agile? Why can't he just move out the way and stay on his feet? It's because this is what he does. Goes to a sports hall, dribbles with a football, and they throw medicine balls at him. But he doesn't even need the medicine, because he's feeling well. He dodges them out of the way. Dodging, he just keeps dodging. OK, the Premier League season is over, and obviously we all know the football players like to get away to have a bit of a seasonal break. And guess what? We've done a little montage here of all our players and what they're doing on their breaks. All right, that was In Case You Missed It. And make sure you leave comments about anything else you think we may have missed. Leave a comment below. And also, if you want to really get snazzy with it, I say go Instagram, go Twitter, use the hashtag ArsenalNation, and hopefully you can find some tweets we might have missed. You could have found some, I don't know, Instagram pictures we might have missed. Anything we've missed, let us know here at Arsenal Nation, and hopefully we can include it on the next show. But now it's time to talk about Arsenal, the players, and who would you want to go on holiday with, and where? That's a mad thing for me. That's a mad thing for Robbie. That's even a madder thing for Daniel. And it's also a madder thing for our brother from Bali. Wira, are you here?
Yeah, I'm here.
He's here. Give me a round of applause. What Arsenal player would you want to go on holiday with? And where would you want to go?
Aaron Ramsey.
Oh, my Lord. Aaron Ramsey, the Welsh Jesus. Where are you and the Welsh Jesus going, please?
Oh, we would go to the Bahamas.
The Bahamas?
Yeah.
Oh, look at you. Ooh. And?
With sharks.
What would you want to do in the Bahamas with Aaron Ramsey, though?
Diving with sharks.
What, where? Have you watched Jaws?
It's safe for diving rather than swimming with sharks.
All right, say, for example, Aaron Ramsey said, I'm coming Bali. I need Wira to show me around this wonderful place. Where would you take him?
I will take him to the northeast of Bali. There's a place for a really beautiful diving. Also, it's next to the biggest mountain in the island.
How about you, Robbie? We've got Wira is going with Aaron Ramsey to the Bahamas to do a bit of swimming, bit of diving. Where is Robbie going?
Sounds all right, but I'm going with Jack Wilshere. Me and Jack going to Vegas. That'll be... Now, I can imagine that being one pretty decent party. Me and Jack Wilshere over there in Vegas. Listen, I'd make sure that he sort of stays within the rules of everything, but we'd have so much fun. Could you imagine us in Vegas? That'd be outstanding, mate.
You need confidence in Las Vegas. That makes sense to me as well. Daniel, you've got to back this up.
Oh, no one's going to top me and Per Mertesacker road trip across the whole of America. Going straight into New York City, hitting Broadway, watching a show, singing Defying Gravity, walking through Times Square, busting out a groove, heading down to Orlando, me sitting on Per's shoulders as we walk around Disneyland. No one's going to top that. That's just going to be 100% jokes the whole way. Per is like the funniest dude in the whole of the Arsenal squad. You just be having a laugh the whole time, Snapchatting, Instagramming, whatever you want it, you name it, we've done it.
Right, people, you've heard what we have to say about who we're taking, why we're taking them, and where we're going. The question is, leave some comments and let us know who you want to take. Where would you take them? And why are you taking them there? And if you find any Arsenal players in some weird, peculiar places on Instagram and Twitter, just hashtag Arsenal Nation. We can see where they're taking themselves. That'd be pretty cool. Until next time, though, people, make sure you keep supporting Mesut Ozil, keep loving Arsenal. Make sure you give a big round of applause to Robbie, because he's absolutely incredible. Man like Daniel, he deserves a round of applause. He deserves a round of applause. Wira, all the way from Bali, you absolute hero. Big round of applause for him as well. And I now depart into the world that is unknown. Arsenal fans, I love you all. Take care. We got a deal, Mesut Ozil. I just don't think you understand.
Before you go anywhere, don't forget to subscribe.